Hey everyone, a brand new season of Raised by TV is available in your podcast app right now. In season 2, John Gabris and Lauren Lapkus are back talking about more of the TV shows and memorable characters that warped their minds. Raised by TV is the show where John and Lauren revisit the best and worst TV of the late 80s and early 90s. Everything from game shows and TGIF to Oprah and cereal commercials. This season, they cover the beloved Nickelodeon late night block Snick and angsty teen shows like Freaks and Geeks. Plus, they're joined by some new guests like Scott Aukerman. Listen to Raised by TV now and subscribe on Apple Podcasts, Stitcher, or your favorite podcast app. That's right. Oh, yeah. Organ time. But just soak in it. Organ time. Organ time for you, organ time for me. Do you know what else is an organ? The human heart. What the fuck? Folks, this has never happened before. One of our guests is trying to bootleg the show. And they got caught like rerun at the Doobie Brothers concert. Why didn't the Doobie Brothers act more after that one episode of What's Happening? They were terrific. Pointing at the tape recorder on the ground, they're pointing. Jeff Skunk Baxter. I could tell he was real rage at his concert in this 10 by 10 room being bootlegged. See, when you're a child, you don't have a concept of space. So when you're watching television and they present some house as a mansion, and it's really just like, that's the diner where they all hang out, but they put a potted plant in there. You don't think about this. You're a dumb kid. You don't deserve respect. I hate you. That's to children only. If you're an adult listening to this, I love you. Of course I love you. But children, so much stuff you don't know. It drives me crazy. You know what? One time, I went to the zoo with a friend of mine and his little son. My friend was a single dad, so noble. He had this little boy who was like, at the time, 2, 3. Let's say 3. He was walking and talking. 4? No. I'm going to say 3. I'm going to stick with 3. So we're standing there looking at the elephants. Very impressive. Such noble beasts that have been put into a What's Happening version of a Doobie Brothers concert-sized area. Small. And so we're standing there looking at these elephants. Now, I've seen elephants before. I was still impressed. This kid, get a load of this. He gets my attention by tapping me a few times in my testicles. Saying, hey, Paul, look at these ants. Are you fucking kidding me? Could there... Literally the opposite of an elephant. Ants. And you know what? I did look. They were just doing usual ant business. It's not like if he had said, hey, look at these ants, and I looked down and they spelled out, hello, that would have been something else. I would have said, oh, excuse me, elephant. This has got my attention. So this kid seemed so bored with the zoo. And it was my idea that we go. I hadn't been to the zoo in a while. My friend was new in town with his little boy. So this will be a fun thing for us to do. I said to my friend, man, this boy of yours, he does not give a shit about the zoo. And my friend said, oh yeah, well his preschool class came here last week. What? You don't think that would have come up when I suggested, hey, let me take your family to the zoo? Oh, I wish I could punch you in the balls and you could see some ants spelling out goodbye. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Spontaneanation with Paul F. Tompkins. I am the second part. This is a show where I invite a special guest on the program to join me in a free-form conversation inspired by a blind question from our previous episode's guest. Then I invite some improviser pals onto the show to join me in a narrative improv that is one continuous story as opposed to unconnected scenes, oftentimes utilizing details gleaned from the conversation with the aforementioned special guest. And it is all scored on piano by Mr. Eban Schletter. And that's what he goes like. Ladies and gentlemen, I know this person from when we were both on the television program The Thundermans. Our friend Chris Tallman as Hank Thunderman. It was a show about a superhero family. I played a supervillain with a crab claw for a right hand, which meant I could not go to the bathroom all day. And she played Mrs. Wong, who was the principal.
She was
Who were you?
the nasty next door neighbor.
The nasty next door neighbor.
/ restaurateur.
Now you... I forgot she was also a restaurateur.
Is it restaurateur or restaurateur?
Oh shit!
Right?
I always thought it was restaurateur.
I think it's
Restaurateur?
there's a missing N.
This is blowing my mind.
It's one of those words that's like, really? That's how it's fucking spelled? Come on.
Restaurateur.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, it would be restauratrix. Ladies and gentlemen, we will talk about our other post-Thundermans projects in just a second. Welcome to the show, Helen Hong.
Yay!
Helen, nice to see you.
Thank you so much for having me.
I'm thrilled to have you. When you were booked for the show, I was like, oh, great, I would love to have Helen on. And then I was like, wait, what did Helen and I work on together? And I didn't look it up and I couldn't remember. And then you said immediately we were on the Thundermans together.
I haven't seen you since you had a claw for a hand.
Right.
Wait, so you seriously, so you're a righty?
Yes.
And the claw was on your right hand.
Yes.
So you just couldn't pee?
It was like pinned onto my clothes.
Oh, I know.
So,
and it was huge.
And it was huge.
It was huge.
It was huge.
So you can't pee with your left hand?
I mean,
you can't make it work?
It's not as easy. Can't make it work.
Your aim's a little off.
The right hand gets everything set up, and then the left hand is just there for encouragement. Like, you can do it.
You know what? That's true, because I also am a righty, and if I had to pee with my right hand tied behind my back or in a claw prosthetic, I too would have problems.
I think everyone should have to live that way for a day with
Yeah.
a claw prosthetic on their right hand. Now, Helen, you are currently co-hosting a show with a guy that I haven't seen in a million years, J. Keith Van Straten.
Yeah.
Tell me about that show.
That show is called Go Fact Yourself.
Right, fun.
It's a trivia show, guys. It's a trivia show. It's a play on words.
We're having fun with words.
Yeah. Go fact yourself.
You're really leaning into it.
Yeah, that's how I like saying it, because it throws people off. And it lets me let out a little bit of aggression while letting people know about my podcast.
Absolutely.
And it's really fun. We invite celebrities, or the biggest names we can get, onto the show and ask them about secret passions that they have. And people get super into it. Like, we had Cristela Alonso on, the great comedian, a dear friend of mine, and she is obsessed with the Golden Girls. And so then we invited a Golden Girls expert who had literally written the book on the Golden, and she was out Golden Girlsing the Golden Girls expert.
Because the idea of the show is, if the guest has a passion, a thing that
that's not related to their job,
right? That they are presumably extremely knowledgeable about, and then you challenge their knowledge of that thing.
That's exactly right. And then we bring on an expert in that field to school them and or get schooled by them.
Who got schooled the most so far?
Well, that same episode with Christella, we also had Maz Jabrani, another friend of mine, who claimed that he knew about accents. But apparently he just does accents.
So, were you having people do accents and then what is that?
We were asking him about famously bad accents in movies. There was that movie where Tom Cruise is trying to be Irish, and then there's one where Julia Roberts is always trying to be Irish. There were a lot of
Riley.
bad.
I'm already doing better than Maz Jabrani.
Yes. He knew nothing. He knew that he's like, well, if you ask me how to do Iranian, I can do. I don't know why that I sounded Indian just then, but you know what I mean.
Yes.
And he claimed that, oh yeah, I know tons about accents. Knew not a thing. Not a thing. So we were like, oh, he just was tanking the game. But
Maz, come on.
But had a great time.
Well, that's the important thing.
It was a delight.
Now, where and when does this show occur?
The show occurs, we tape here in Los Angeles at a brewery in downtown LA called Angel City Brewery, which if you haven't been,
Nods
it's
all around.
super fun. I know, you guys are the silent improv team. By the way, Paul,
yes.
I am convinced that you only hang out with non-white people, and I like it. There's 6 of us in here, and none of us are white but you. And I like that.
Well, this is how I get to learn things about the world outside of my regular life.
We've got a couple of Asians, a couple of black people. Right. I dig it.
I call this my laboratory. I want to learn new slangs. Helen, so Angel City Brewery, that's where it's recorded.
On select Sundays, we tape live in front of an audience. The tickets are free, guys. Costs absolutely nothing because we're still trying to build an audience. So anytime you want to swing by the Angel City Brewery, just check us out at gofactyourpod.com.
There you go.
Go fact your pod.
So now the show's recorded there, and then
we
can
release
people access this?
It's on anywhere you can get podcasts.
There you go.
Yeah, fact yourself.
Fact yourself.
Go fact yourself.
Have you ever in life told someone to go fuck themselves? Said it out loud to somebody?
In my car driving, so many times.
Sure.
So many times. Yeah, and I spent some time in Boston. So, yes.
The fuck yourself capital of the world.
Yeah, exactly. It really is. Have you guys been to Boston? It really is the go fuck yourself capital.
Helen, I have a question for you from our previous episode's guest.
Ooh.
And that question is...
I dig it.
Why are you here? Now, you can interpret this however you wish.
Okay, well, a number of years back, a Korean lady and a Korean man did the nasty.
It seems more like a how are you here?
And they were my mom and dad. And then they didn't abort. And that's why I am here.
What a twist ending.
They chose to keep the baby. Hence, here I am.
Did you ever feel a sense of this is what I'm supposed to be doing here on this planet?
Yeah. Because before I got into comedy, I had a whole nother life not in comedy.
This is my favorite thing.
I come to comedy late because people don't know that I'm 9,000 years old. But I'm Asian. You would never be able to tell that I'm 9,000 years old. And so I came late to comedy. I didn't start doing stand-up till I was 29.
Wow.
And I had a whole life before I did stand-up, which was producing reality television.
Oh, dear.
Yeah. But not even fun reality. I wasn't like a producer on The Bachelor where I have dirty, dirty stories. I produced light women's entertainment, What Not to Wear.
Sure.
Say Yes to the Dress. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Oh, there's an improviser fan of that show. She just got hella excited. Say Yes to the Dress. I did a lot of wedding programming for someone who's never been married or probably never will be married. I feel like
Did you do platinum weddings?
I didn't do platinum weddings. I did 4 weddings, a show called 4 Weddings, which is on
Oh,
TLC.
I remember that one. Yeah.
Yeah, it's about, it's like where we pit 4 brides against each other to see who can have the dopest wedding, which is not, sure, that's not horrible. For
Can
humanity.
I tell you, it bugged me that show didn't go all the way and have a funeral. Because I would have loved to have seen just like a stranger's funeral. Would have been
and beat all the weddings.
Yeah,
like guys,
yeah.
my funeral beat your wedding. That's how dope my funeral was.
Which was better, these 4 weddings or this one funeral?
Oh my God, I'm pitching it. That is amazing.
What was when was the moment when you realized I can't do this anymore?
I got fired by Jane Pauley, who had a talk show for 4 minutes back in the aughts. Mm-hmm. And she was the worst boss I've ever had. And
really?
Yes. And like not a particularly nice person. Is this going to get back to her? I sure hope so.
I don't know. This is we don't usually get scoops on this show.
She was kind of a mean lady.
What was the reason she gave for firing you?
She just didn't like me. Mm-hmm. Which I guess that's a fine enough reason, I suppose. And also her show is crashing and burning. But not really because of my fault. And but she fired me, and it was like, you know what? It was so funny because like on paper, it was the best job I had ever had. I was making tons of money. Mm-hmm. My office was at NBC headquarters at 30 Rock. Mm-hmm. So I had an office at 30 Rock overlooking where they have the concerts on the Today Show. Like literally my office, like I look down and like, Justin Timberlake is dancing outside of my window. Mm-hmm. And I had these beautiful business cards that said NBC producer Helen Hong on them. And it was like on paper, it was super prestigious. And I literally went home every night and cried. Oh. Cried myself to sleep. It was a horrible, soul-sucking job. I hated it. It was the opposite of fulfilling. And I literally would be like, is this what my life is? Like, is this what my life is going to be? Mm-hmm. Because it's only going to be like, I could move up the ranks and become a supervising producer and then an executive producer. And then how much more am I going to cry every night, Yeah. So it was the depths of depression that drove me to take a stand-up comedy class. Mm-hmm. In New York at Caroline's, which is one of the biggest clubs in New York. And the part of the class is you do a graduation show at the end where you invite all your friends and family. And it was the first time I'd ever performed. I was so nervous. I probably like burned a hole into the rug in the green room at Caroline's because I was pacing back and forth. And I was like, I was like, I'm going to throw up. Oh my God, I have indigestion. There's gurgling noises coming out of me. There's people out there that are going to laugh at me, like not in a good way. And I went out there and I got my first laugh and it was like, the heavens opened. Yeah. It was like heroin and meth and crack at once. So I'm told.
Yeah. You've only tried them individually.
I've only tried them. I've never tried them together as a cocktail.
Did you always know that you wanted to be a performer, but you just never? Really?
No.
Really? Did you do
never.
Like plays in school or anything like that?
I did. Yeah, actually, you're right. Because I did.
It's always in there.
You're right. No, you're right. Because I was in like my class play in first grade and I played like the fairy godmother or I played some big role, like the fairy godmother. Right. And I was like, I'm awesome. And then I did take acting classes in junior high. In 7th grade, I told my parents that I wanted to be an actor and that I wanted to go to LaGuardia Performing Arts High School in New York, because that's where I was growing up. And my Korean parents went, what? And that's it. That was the death of that dream for years.
Because you're first generation, right?
I'm first generation. Yes. Yeah. My parents are hella immigrant.
Yes. So this is not what we came here for.
Oh, no. Like you are going to become a doctor and marry a doctor. A Korean doctor.
So then what got you into this other line of work?
It was probably like the closest I could get to entertainment and performing without... I actually went to school to become Connie Chung. Mm-hmm. Which you kids don't know, but... You kids might not know who Connie Chung is, but she was a famous newscaster who was Asian. And And she
Still
was
is,
like,
as far as I know?
Yes, probably. But she's married to Maury Povich.
That's right.
And that's when I was like, nah, okay. But that's, like as a first generation Asian immigrant, you're like, how can I be a performer and still be like within the lines of acceptance?
Absolutely.
And that's newscaster.
Yeah.
That's really like, that's as close as you, like, it's still, a respectable profession, but I can be on camera and have like hair extensions. You know what I mean? Like that's literally have my hair and makeup done. Seriously. So that's what I went to school for. And you're right. That was always inside me. And then like the newscasting thing, I was like, this sucks. A lot of people don't know newscasting is like, it's a really hard to break into because you always have to start at a crappy market. So you're always starting in like Omaha, even less in Omaha, like Podunk, wherever, Ohio. And you like have to carry your own tripod and your own camera and like set up your own camera situation and then like hit record and then run to the front of the camera and go, reporting live from da 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 da.
Because when you watch local news, which I love to do, and especially if I go back home to Philadelphia, it's still the same people.
Yeah.
And it's like there's only like 4 spots open at that desk. It's like the weather guy, the sports guy, these 2 people.
It's true.
And then
there's only one way to go move up the ranks.
If someone dies.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, if someone dies or like drops an F-bomb on the air,
That's right.
has a meltdown, right? Says something horrible, like you find out they're racist on the air. Ooh, George Berman got fired.
Wait,
he said the
George
N-word.
Berman?
I just made up a name.
I'm so excited. Like, I haven't seen this clip.
But it's happened, right? There's some like old white guy who just like poured a little too much scotch into his coffee and was like, damn, N-words. Oh, and then you never saw him again.
Okay, so now you've been doing stand-up, and at what did you realize? Was it from the first moment that you realized this is the thing?
Totally.
Yeah.
I mean, it really was like that first laugh that I ever got on that graduation show after taking stand-up classes.
Yeah.
And by the way, I didn't know anything about stand-up because I'm a first-generation immigrant. So like, I wasn't a fan of stand-up. I didn't know stand-up was a job you could do and get paid for. Like, I didn't go to comedy shows. Like, my parents didn't play comedy records. They didn't speak English. And like, a lot of comics say like, oh, I grew up watching, comics on The Tonight Show and stuff. None of that for me.
Right.
Like, I had heard, somebody gave me a tape once when I was in high school. It was Billy Crystal's You Look Marvelous. Yes. Who knows why? I don't know why. I don't know who gave it. And I was like, wow, this is so novel.
The worst mixtape. Hey, I wanted you to have this.
I'm like, oh, okay. What is this? Like, I still didn't know what it was. And so I didn't know it was a job you could have. I didn't know it was a thing you could do. I just thought like, oh, they do stand-up comedy classes? That sounds fun and something that might break me out of my horrible depression. And but man, that's the second I got that first laugh. Because it was something like, I was so in the moment that I think I riffed something. So I was like doing crowd work out the gate and I was like, I'm a genius. Guys, I'm a comedy. Where's my special? So I just got that first laugh and it really was like the heavens opened and I was like, there's nothing I ever want to do ever again that's not this.
Did your parents get to see you do stand-up?
They've only seen me on TV.
Okay.
They've never seen me live because I don't allow them. They're not invited.
What is their review of your act?
They don't speak English that well.
So they use that as an excuse?
So like, they're like, exactly. So like,
I wish
sometimes
my
like,
parents had said
they'll look up, I'm sure they've looked up clips and I'm doing like disgustingly dirty jokes where I'm like simulating hand jobs or something and they're like, oh, I don't get it. Whatever you're doing, I don't know about it. So they're cute.
They are cute. It's comforting.
They're cute with their obliviousness.
It's nice to think of your parents giving each other hand jobs.
Oh.
Helen, thank you for being here. Where can people find you should you wish to be found online?
You can find me on all the socials. I'm at funny Helen Hong, because some other bitch named Helen Hong has my handles.
And she's not
I
funny.
have yet to find her and kill her. So at funny Helen Hong. Don't follow at regular Helen Hong, because she's a bitch.
It would be kind of funny if her handle was at regular Helen Hong.
I wish she would.
And Helen, it's April right now. So what would you like to tell people about if they want to come see you live somewhere?
You can check out my performance calendar, helenhong.com. I did get that one.
That's right.
helenhong.com.
Take that, regular Helen Hong.
Yeah, suck it. And my calendar dates are on there. And I am based in LA, so I perform a lot in Los Angeles, but I do perform around the country. I'm actually going to Turkey in May.
Really?
To perform at my first USO tour.
Fantastic.
On an Air Force base. So I'm coming back with a husband or a wife or an STD or something. And I can't wait.
God willing, all three. Ladies and gentlemen, we have to take a break. During the break, we will get a suggestion for a location for our improv from our guest, Helen Hong. And then when we come back, you will meet our improvisers. Stay alive. No matter what occurs, I will find you. Driven by the mission to provide a better place to sleep for everybody, Lisa is an innovative direct-to-consumer online mattress brand that is also socially conscious. You say, there's no such thing, but I just told you that there is. Okay? So stop being a lying lobe. That's a play on Lisa Loeb. In fact, for every 10 mattresses Lisa sells, they donate one. Remember, we're still talking about mattresses. For every 10 mattresses Lisa sells, they donate one to a shelter through their 110 program. They also plant one tree for every mattress sold and donate 1% of each employee's time to volunteer for local causes. This sounds like a nice thing to do, I think. Not to mention, with a patented universal adaptive feel, Lisa is designed for all types of sleepers and features 3 premium foam layers. Ooh, I love premium. Including 2-inch Avena foam top layer for cooling and breathability, 2-inch memory foam middle layer for body contouring and pressure relief, 6-inch dense core support foam for durability and structure, which works for sleepers of all sizes. And now, Lisa is continuing to expand its offerings to include the Lisa pillow, blanket, foundation, and frame. Imagine Lisa in front of all those things. They're not pretending they invented the blanket, foundation, and frame. It's just like they didn't want to put Lisa in front of, you get it. No wonder it's a Forbes Top 20 startups to watch. Stop wondering. Try a Lisa mattress in your own darned home for 100 nights risk-free. Available in the United States, the United Kingdom, the United Canada, the reunited Germany. Online with free shipping, this 100% American-made mattress ships compressed in a box right to your door. Or you don't trust any of this? Go in person. Try it at the Lisa Dream Gallery in Soho, New York City. And Virginia Beach, okay? And over 80 West Elm stores nationwide. Get $125 off and a free Lisa pillow when you go to leesa.com/PFT. That's leesa.com/PFT. Oh, you know it. We're still here. Folks, it is time to meet our friends from the land of make pretends. Seated right across from me. Welcome back to the show. The little bootlegger, I call her. Laci Mosley. Laci, hi.
Hello, Paul.
How are you doing?
I'm great. I'm so sorry I was bootlegging your show for my Instagram story. I'm a slave to my Instagram story.
Are you really?
I am. I document everything and really make my life seem a way that it's not.
Which is the purpose of it, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. I once went on a Carnival cruise and everyone thought I chartered a yacht.
Did you?
I had my 14-year-old sister like cropping out the Fun Times ship man in the costume.
That never occurred to me that you could deceive people.
Oh yeah. Angles.
That's fantastic.
Everyone's like, "Oh, you're so busy." I'm like, "Yeah. You don't see that I'm sleeping 12 hours every day."
Oh, that's not good.
Oh no, it's great.
Are you okay? It's great. I bet it is. Laci, Instagram stories feels like a lot of work to me. Do you know what I mean? Like there's a lot of stuff that you have to do in order to, you know what I mean?
Yeah, no, you just pretty much have to ignore the present, never really be checked in, never experience a moment live, only through your phone screen, which I think is better because then you can just keep experiencing it over and over again afterwards. If you see it once and you're alive for it, it's like, it gets fuzzy real fast. You know what I'm saying?
I think I know what you're saying.
Yeah, people actually are dumbfounded by how quickly I can whip out my phone and start taking video. I've captured some great things.
Are there people in your life who are not on board with being in the stories?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. A lot of people don't give me consent, so I just don't tag them. Which is the same as them not,
Because they'll never know, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
I sound like a horrible person. It's just like scams. I just love a good scam, A little small heist.
That made you sound less horrible. It's just like scams,
Yeah, like light scams that don't hurt anyone.
Exactly. Victimless scams.
Yeah, like going to hotels and telling them you left your charger, and then they give you...
I've heard about this one.
Yeah. It's a good one, right? The water cup at Chipotle. Put lemonade in it, guys.
Wait.
You're welcome.
So when you ask for a water cup at Chipotle, do they give you like a little cup?
Yeah, it's a cup that says H2O on it in like brown letters. I haven't seen it a lot. And then you just go and you just put lemonade in it instead of water.
Just go back up there anytime you want.
Yeah.
Go round the world with the drinks.
Exactly. They're not losing anything from it.
Do you ever feel guilty about your scams?
No, I feel proud when I can pull one off, honestly. I was defrauding the DMV for 3 years, and they finally caught up to me this week.
How did you do it? What were you doing?
I was getting I'm from Texas, so my car is from Texas. And so I was getting temporary registrations because they wanted me to pay like $1,100 in taxes on it because it was new.
Yeah.
So I just kept getting temporary registrations, and then they finally found me, and I had to fork over the money because they impounded my car.
Oh, no.
So I had to pay the piper, and you know what? That scam was up. Every scam comes to an end.
You had a good run, though.
I did a good run.
That's not bad.
3 years? Almost. Like 2.5 since I've been here. Yeah.
But the DMV always gets them mad.
They do. Honestly, death taxes and DMV.
That's right. They
get theirs too.
Laci, I'm going to look away from you now.
Okay.
To look right across from you. Kitty corner for me. Meow.
Oh my God. Meow.
Thank you. Okay. Thank you.
Meow. Oh my God.
Nwodim is back.
She's back, and you said my last name right.
I did. You know why? Because the first time I heard your name,
Yes.
fucking Carl Tart was saying it.
And what was
And he was really making a meal out of it.
Okay, yeah.
And he said it very grandly.
Oh, of course. But
I thought that's what it was, because you didn't correct him, because you're probably used to it.
Some of my friends say my last name wrong on purpose. So, and
Sure.
I'll be like, what are you doing? Could you please not do that anymore?
But then I heard you say it on a podcast, and I was like, oh, okay.
Some people, I say it back to them, right? And like they'll say it wrong, and I won't correct them because they're so confident. I feel really bad that they're like, I remember the ethnic girl's name. Ego Nwodim. Yeah, sure. You know what? That's me. And then I'll, come up and I'll be like, hey guys, I'm Ego Nwodim. And then honestly, they don't. That's my polite way of correcting you without like being like, hey, you said that wrong. Yeah. And they still don't get it. So I really am just intrigued and in awe of you at this moment. Meow.
I'm a special person. Meow. Now, Ego, you also have a bit of a problem with someone on Twitter.
Meow, yeah.
Who has... Mm-hmm. It's Twitter, right? Where the person... There's another...
Oh, yeah,
Eggy
that
boom.
bitch. If we're calling them bitches, regular Helen Hong's a bitch. Funny Helen Hong's a great. Regular Esther Wilson on Twitter, who doesn't fucking use she doesn't use it, has Eggy Boom taken.
How?
Yeah.
What's so crazy to me is your name is Ego, so I get where that nickname comes from, right?
Yes.
Where you would arrive at that handle.
Yes.
Where's Esther getting this?
That's
from?
what I want to know. Esther, who the fuck calls you Eggy Boom? I'm going to come cussing Esther out, right? Does Esther listen to this podcast?
I hope she does.
Yeah, well, fuck you, Esther. Meow, fuck you. Is this a family podcast? I'm sorry. Okay. I am upset about it. But I also, here's my thought, is that I'm going to grow out of wanting the name Eggy Boom. So my handles used to be Nwodim Boys. So can you figure out where that came from?
Who Dem Boys?
Nwodim Boys.
Right. No, but
that was my handle. That used to be my handle like way back in like the 80s.
Oh, back in the 80s?
Yes,
No, I
but
don't
not
know
that far back. But way back, that was my handle. It's from my last name. My friends in college used to call me Nwodim. And so,
Okay.
and then one of my friends one day said, Nwodim Boys. And I was like, great, that's my handle. And then I hit a certain age and I said, I'm too old for this. I'm too old for Nwodim Boys. And that became Eggy Boom. But I think I'll eventually.
It's time to put away childish things.
Yeah. Nwodim
Please
Boys
call me Eggy Boom.
Yes, so exactly. But I feel like I'm growing out of Eggy Boom too. But for now, that's what we are. I shouldn't have made that announcement because then people are going to be wondering, like, when is she going to switch it up? When is she going to switch it up? Wait on it, people.
Well, you got a couple weeks before this comes out.
Oh,
so
okay,
you
yeah.
can think about it.
No, it's gonna be at least a few years. I'm gonna be
Okay.
Eggy Boom for another few years, but and then eventually we're gonna switch it up to something grown.
This is everyone's warning.
Yes.
You have time to make the adjustment.
Yeah, yes, exactly.
Okay.
And so they're not so flabbergasted when it happens. People grow out of things, they change, right?
It's true.
Helen feels me on this. She's nodding. Helen gets me.
Totally feeling you.
Yes.
I was like, why didn't I come up with something awesome like Eggy Boom?
I mean, listen, Eggy Boom came up with me, or it found me. I don't know. You get what I'm trying to say, right?
Yeah,
Okay. Eggy Boom found me, and I took it in like a stray cat. Meow. Hello, callback. And here we are. I'm Eggy Boom now. For now, I really am pissed at Esther Wilson. I do want to do it.
I'm really pissed at Helen Hong.
What is she?
The other Helen Hong.
Can I go to her thing right now? I'm just gonna go. Honestly, this is really rude.
What
this
if
is
they
really.
know each other?
What if I know her? I'm going to her Instagram right now. Instagram, right? Or is it Twitter?
The one on the @Helen Hong on Twitter is the one I'm really mad at because I actually reached out to her to try to buy my handle off of her. Like I offered her like currency, like hard US dollars.
Right. Yeah.
And she blocked me.
Wow. She says, "Bitch, I don't like
didn't
money."
even respond.
Wow.
She's like, block.
She doesn't like money. She sucks. She is private. Her tweets are protected.
Exactly. And she
Okay.
has like 4 followers.
Okay, well, a little higher. She's got 27 funny.
This is Eggy Boom. You're talking.
No. This is
regular Helen
I'm
Hong.
upset for Helen right now. Sorry. So we're going into this. Yes.
If she has 27 followers, I swear to God, 21 of them are trying to follow me.
Yeah, of course they are.
Because
and she follows like 71. Okay. Eggy Boom on Twitter fucking Esther Wilson, who, by the way, where her name is written, Esther Wilson made her name one word. So it was like, dude, make that your handle. So like, yeah, what in the fuck? Esther Wilson follows one person. No, she follows 2 people. One person follows her.
What?
I tried to click on the person who follows her to
no.
be like, can you tell this bitch that I want this handle? But it then became clear to me that this person wasn't real either or something. And I was I feel stuck and I feel trapped and I feel alone. So, but I feel all.
I go, if you start a support group, I will join it with you.
Okay, Helen, don't tempt me. It's upsetting. I'm truly just leaning on the fact that eventually I'm gonna be too old for Eggy Boom.
Right.
Anyway, you know.
And then won't Esther look ridiculous?
Oh, what a fool! She looks like a fool now. If that far from now, she's gonna look like a fool with poop on her face.
Meow meow, Esther Williams.
Meow meow.
Hey, I'm going to turn away from you to look directly across the table. This young man, what a pleasure to see him again.
Hi, Paul.
Welcome back, Chris Grace.
Hello.
Chris, since last I've seen you, you are a extremely married man.
Yes, you can say it.
You were married before.
I was.
Then you got married again to the same person.
We were married sort of in an elopement,
That's right.
and then we did it in public.
Where did you elope to?
Burbank.
You put a ladder up to his window.
Yeah, that's right. Got on the 101 and went to a small windowless room with a Russian lady who was our witness. And then a year later, we had a public ceremony, which you were at.
Yes, I was,
So
and it was
lovely to have you there.
I was proud to be invited. Myself and my wife did. You did a play with my wife, and that brought us into each other's worlds.
Yes.
Which is wonderful. And what was the reason for the elopement? Can you say?
It was it was a combination of Trump and insurance. They're sort of the same thing, but basically it's legal now. He is a man.
Right.
I don't know why I said that louder than the rest of my. There's a little bit of paranoia, like right around January of 2017, of like this might go away.
Yeah.
And also, I got SAG insurance. I could add him to it. Very romantic reason.
How long? I presided over a wedding, in a secret wedding, for a couple that did the exact same thing. They had a secret, very, brief marriage where it was just signing things for insurance reasons. And then a year later, they had this gigantic wedding that was, and they'd been together forever, for like a decade plus. And so they had this big wedding, and so my wife and I were the only people that knew, like, they're already married. Oh. We didn't tell anybody about this.
You walked around like with a little gleam in your eye the whole time.
I did. And then I got drunk and I was like, I know something.
This is a sham.
Did it feel, even though it was just a civil, sign here on the dotted line kind of thing, did it feel different after you did it?
It did. We were not secretive about it. I mean,
right.
But I will say I was very surprised at how different I felt after this last big ceremony. Really, I really thought this is going to be a fun party for our family and friends. We'll sort of do vows and stuff like that. But it created a like almost physical feeling difference after it was over. I was like, oh my gosh, I really feel it has changed me in a way. I was very surprised by that.
Yeah, I was surprised by it too when I got married. That because first of all, I was surprised at how different it felt to get engaged, because we'd been together for I think 5 years and then got engaged, and from that moment on, it felt like, oh, this is a serious business. I got to really start thinking about things. And then after we got married, I didn't expect that to feel different. And that still felt different. It felt like each little step,
yes,
that's because you kind of equate everything to when you move in together.
Right.
Because that's
now we're together.
Yeah. Yeah.
And everything else is pretty much a formality. And it's really not.
We just fight over our stuff.
Yeah.
And then eventually we break up or we don't.
Yes. I felt that feeling of we have now, and also because so many people at the wedding were so happy for us and seemed very like it was a positive thing for them. I do feel a little bit like, oh, we can't screw this up now. We would have to go back to each of the 100 people and be like, well, we tried.
I think people who get divorced should have to do a sort of apology tour where they go back, I'm so sorry. I got you all excited for nothing. Well, Chris, many happy returns.
Thank you, Paul.
To you and Eric. It was a beautiful wedding. I was honored to be there. And may your first child be a masculine child.
Oh, he will be.
Godfather fans, where you at? Ladies and gentlemen, we got to take another break. During the break, you will listen to the ad. End of story. When we return, we'll reveal the location provided to us by Helen Hong for our improv. And then we're going to do that improv. All this and nothing else when Spontaneanation returns. Psst. Hey, you. If you haven't heard of Wolverine, The Long Night, that's Marvel's first scripted podcast ever, you're missing out. The first 7 episodes are amazing. And if you start now, this is my prediction. You'll end up binge listening to the whole thing just in time for the finale. Imagine I'm a gypsy in a Stephen King movie and I go up and I stroke your cheek and I say, you'll end up binge listening to the whole thing just in time for the finale. If you like the first season of True Detective, it's a lot like that. if you like the second season of True Detective, I don't know what to tell you. The show follows two special agents investigating a string of murders deep in Alaska. At first, they suspect Logan, a stranger with claws, also known as Wolverine. At first, they just think he's a stranger with claws. Then they find out he's Wolverine, I guess. But between a night-worshipping cult and a shady police force, things get a lot more complicated than just a stranger with claws. The podcast starred Richard Armitage. I like to say Armitage. Don't correct me. It sickens me. He is incredible as Wolverine with Scott Adsit. I didn't know Scott was in this. Scott Adsit from 30 Rock. And Otto Asando from Altered Carbon. Plus, he might be the guy that everyone says looks like me. He's an Edgar Allan Poe guy. Is that the guy? Plus, don't tell me. Plus, more appearances from people like comedian Chris Gethard. How did he get in there? He's fun. This sounds like a fun thing. Marvel's Wolverine: The Long Night is available exclusively on Stitcher Premium. To listen now, go to wolverinepodcast.com and use the code MARVEL at checkout to get your first month free. That's wolverinepodcast.com. Offer code MARVEL. You get your first month free. Wolverine. As the prophecy foretold, we have returned. Ladies and gentlemen, we have procured a location for our improv from our guest Helen Hong, and we are ready to reveal that location. But first, just so as you know, in order to aid us in our storytelling, we use 3 sound effects that move us about in space and time. Let's say we need to go into the past for any reason. Someone is having a memory, we're learning how something came to be. Anytime we need to do a flashback, we use this flashback sound effect. Now, let's say we want to get back to where we were from that flashback, or we want to go into the mysterious future. We use this flash forward sound effect. Now, this final sound moves us only in space, not in time. Let's say we're in a scene. We want to find out what's happening at the exact same moment somewhere else, moving only in space, not in time. We use this meanwhile button. Past, present, future. Everyone gets it. And now, it is time to reveal the location for Improv right of our guest Helen Hong, and that location is Fish Taco Shack on the beach. Fish Taco Shack on the beach. We take you now to Fish Taco Shack on the beach. Whew. Gotta put on some more sunscreen, I guess.
Man, they got grouper,
Yeah, got grouper.
flounder,
Flounder too, yeah, see that?
cod.
Hey, why'd you hit the D so hard on cod?
That's my acting training.
Oh, really?
Yeah, when I was in junior high, I took some acting classes, and they said they really hit the last consonant of words when you want to make a point.
What was the point you wanted to make with cod?
Just that it's on the board and a veil.
Fair enough.
Continuing on. Snapper.
Uh-huh.
Bass. Mm-hmm. Schnorky?
What's that?
Well, I might be mispronouncing that.
Can you spell it?
Shnorkie. You can see it just as well as I can, my friend.
Well, I'm not getting any younger, and I thought maybe my eyes were failing me, but that does say Schnorky.
None of us are getting any younger. None of us are Dorian Gray.
It's too bad.
Are y'all gonna order something?
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Cause y'all are holding up the line, and I'm a restaurateur. Okay.
How do you spell it?
Restaurateur.
Restaurateur.
You know how to spell it. I heard you talking about the cod.
Oh, you hit that D too. I sent some acting training.
Maybe you trained with the same person.
It's always in there.
I used to act. Now I just slang. All right. First
day of class, all right? This isn't Meissner. It's not a Clossley. This is Tina's acting class. All right. Trinice, I want you to do a scene that you feel inspired by. What does that mean? That's what acting is, figuring it out. Go for it. Tina's acting class, go. Action scene.
Okay.
It's now. Be
all right,
present. We're here.
Okay.
Yeah.
I always had liked fish.
I don't believe you.
I always had liked fish.
You have to hit the H on the end of the fish very hard.
I always had liked fish.
Good, yes, more. Fish. More. What else?
Fish killed my mom.
Good, more.
Fish killed my mom.
More.
Fish killed my mom.
I don't believe you.
Mama, no. The fish killed you.
Oi, Tina. Your mother and I didn't come to this country so you could be some sort of actor.
Well, I'll go be a newscaster then. Let me be a newscaster.
A newscaster?
Yeah.
That's an absurd occupation.
Mine, Pa, but they tell people what's going on in the town, what's going on about them.
You're gonna wind up just like that George Berman.
Where?
Losing his job just because he said the N-word.
Just cause it's no big deal. We all say it from time to time.
But not on the bloody news!
Not on the telly.
Gotta know to keep it under wraps that you're a racist.
Look,
Gosh, keep it under wraps just like fish.
Yeah. What?
I said you gotta keep it under wraps just like fish.
just like fish.
Well, it seems like you're getting an idea.
Just like fish. That's right. Gotta keep it under wraps, just like fish.
So do you study with the same person?
Yeah, Tina? You took class
Yeah,
with Tina?
I did. Yeah, a British lady.
Yeah.
Yes.
Wait, are you acting now?
No. Unfortunately not. I'm just here on the beach with my friend.
Hi there.
Hi. What's your story?
Ooh, well, we live in the same neighborhood, and
Okay.
we became friends around the community pool. And one day, my friend Steven here suggested, why don't we go to a different
Body of
water? Oh, yeah. Have I told you the story?
No. I'm very intuitive.
Oh.
Tina taught me so much in those classes.
Right. So, so here we are at the beach. I'm not an actor, of course.
Are you fucking dickheads gonna order?
So,
Are you fucking dickheads gonna order? I didn't come to the fucking beach to listen to you guys talk about a fucking acting class. I'm surrounded by actors in New York.
Yeah, we want our fish.
Yeah. Give me some fucking fish.
sorry, gentlemen. We're just trying to. I had a question for the.
Are you trying to fight right now?
No, believe me.
You want to go?
No, I'm very good.
He's trying to fight you, Tony.
I don't want to fight
wanna
anybody.
go?
Please.
Tony, you want us to hold you back?
Please don't.
Yeah,
please
hold
hold
me
me back.
back.
Please hold Tony back.
Hold me back.
I got your left arm.
Yeah.
Oh, it makes me
Somebody
so
get my
hot.
right. Somebody get my right.
Pedestrians, Tony.
Somebody get my right arm.
I got your right on, Tony. Ooh.
I drove here. If that makes a difference.
It does.
Yeah, we like to beat up pedestrians because we from New York. Okay.
Get me my fucking fish.
Could I just
Get
ask-
me my fucking fish.
I just want to. I'll tell you what. I'll buy your fish.
Yeah, that's
meal.
what I was hoping you'd say.
Yes, I'll buy your fish
I
meal.
don't have any cash on me.
Yeah, I just wanted to ask the young lady behind the fish counter. What is this Schnorky?
Is it snorky? Look, I already told you the cod is the best.
If you want to fucking snorkel, you gotta go towards the water. You don't come to the fish rack to snorkel.
No, it's Schnorky. It's
Don't try to educate me. I don't like education.
He don't like when you try to educate him.
I don't fucking like education.
Joe, maybe we should just get the Schnorky.
I think you're right, Steven.
Guys
Two
wanna-
Schnorkies, please.
Guys want to go?
Coming right up.
Fish.
What? Did you?
Fish. Sorry, it's just a thing.
What
it's
is
a
it
thing I
you're
do.
doing?
It's
Seems
from
like a
class.
ceremony of some
It's
kind.
from our class.
I want
really?
27 orders of the cod. That's what you're paying me for. Paying for whatever. Don't fucking give me shit, all right?
Okay,
Man,
27 orders of
really-
cod and
really
2
got me.
snorkies.
Yes, please.
But not to get. We're not with them.
Yeah.
He
But I
just
did,
said you
I
were
offered to
paying
pay, I
for
did.
it.
Sure.
Okay,
We're not
that.
going to eat with
I
them,
didn't want to
are
get
we?
beat up.
All right, guys.
We're not
I can
gonna
fucking
get-
hear you.
I don't think we're gonna.
I can fucking hear
He
you.
can fucking hear you.
Hi, hello.
Hi, don't hi me. Buy me my fucking fish. I just became a pescatarian.
Oh, congratulations.
Go fuck off. Don't patronize
What
me.
led to the decision? Oh, it's time to eat more fucking meat.
Oh, this fucking meat. I've been having the runs. Tony, I've been having the runs for like 22 years now. I thought diarrhea was just regular poop this whole fucking time. I thought it was regular poop. I go to the doctor. He tells me, you're eating too much meat. Tony Sr.
Just, Tony Jr., just now you go to the doctor and he tells you this?
Yeah, I just went for the first time. Because I got shot. So I was like, well, I'm here. Let's do a whole checkup.
Oh, whoa. You're burying the lead. How'd you get shot? What happened?
Oh, it's not a big deal. I was trying to do meth, coke, and crack at the same time. Somebody ran up on me and fucking shot me in my back. It was incredible, though. Fuck me, it was good, but yeah.
To getting shot? I mean, did
Oh,
you manage
no.
to do the drugs?
I did the drugs. It was at the gates of heaven. I swear I died. I came back to life. Oh, God. But anyway, I can't eat fucking meat anymore. I can't eat meat anymore.
What are you gonna fucking do?
I don't know. You don't eat. I eat steak for breakfast. I don't fucking know.
Yeah, it's breakfast time.
Fuck. I probably eat fish.
Fish! Oh, get a load of this guy over here.
Or it's work next to this fucking acting studio. The teacher's always talking about fish. Maybe it's something divine trying to tell me. I don't know the universe.
Wait a second, you said that the acting teacher's always talking about fish?
Yeah, there's an acting teacher by my place always talking about that. So
Sounds
that's why I
like-
became a pescatarian, peasant,
You,
whatever.
you got it.
Yeah, peasant.
Yeah, peasant.
You eat pez?
Pesca peasant. If pussies eat fish, only pussies. I'm a man's man, you know.
All right.
Like my steak.
You did order a 27 card.
Oh, what are you trying? You want to go?
No, I don't. I drove.
Do you want to go?
I drove in a car.
Do you want to go?
I don't want to go. Please, somebody hold Tony back.
Oh, you think we're offering you a ride?
No.
You think I'm offering you a ride
No,
when I
please.
say, do you want to go?
Please hold
He's
Tony
trying
back.
to ride me.
Please hold
He's
him back.
trying to ride
I'm not
me,
trying to
Tony.
ride
Defend
you,
my
Joe,
honor,
am I supposed to be
Tony.
holding you back?
Steve, this is getting out of hand.
Just,
Hey
me my
guys, your
20
fish is ready.
oh, just grab those shorties.
All right.
Take a stroke, gaze. Enjoy your card.
It'll be $400.
Oh, boy.
Try to run off before you pay?
Do you take traveler's checks?
Hell no.
Oh, all right. Pardon me one
yeah.
moment.
Also, can we get a bit of 2 cups of water?
Oh, yes.
Just
2 cups of water, please.
And we'll be drinking only water.
I'll have 10 beers.
If it says H2O on the cup, that's all we're allowed to drink, and that's what we will drink.
You think I haven't seen this before? I'm a restaurateur, okay?
Forgot you was a restaurateur.
I have a guy who escorts you to the soda fountain. Big Tom.
So security.
Hey, what's up?
Big Tom gonna walk you over to the soda
Okay,
fountain.
that's what's up.
They can only have water.
Okay, y'all only getting water.
Big Tom.
Yeah.
Since you are security.
Yeah.
Is there any way you could maybe give us a buffer between those very angry East Coast people?
I don't get involved in pedestrian doings. All right, let's go. Let's go. What's good?
But we drove here.
We drove.
Look, y'all want water or not?
We do.
Oh my God, Tony, they trying to snitch on us to the water bouncer. They trying to snitch on us to the water bouncer, Tony.
That's cool. I don't give a fuck if I just want my fucking card and my fucking 10 beers.
Okay, damn, Tony, I see you don't care about my honor no more and my feelings. You gonna let these
Honestly-
pedestrians try to ride me, and now they snitching on us to the water bouncer.
Honestly, I only brought you on the trip because I didn't want to come alone. You weren't my first choice. I asked Angela. I asked Sheila. I asked Molly. I asked Megan. I asked Angela's little sister,
my
Angie.
God.
I asked Teresa.
That's why when I told all my girlfriends that I was going on vacation, none of them were excited or surprised.
Because they all knew about the damn vacation. I asked all of them before I asked you.
Tony, you're a monster.
Oh, that's why
You're
they...
a fucking monster.
I'm the Hulk, yeah.
You know what? I'm gonna eat these cards though.
Wow, she's really doing it.
Whoa. She's already...
Hey, y'all getting these drinks?
Yes, just water. Thank
just
you.
water.
I don't pour the shit for you. You gotta get it yourself.
Oh, yeah, I'm sorry. Here we go. Stephen, we gotta get away from these people. It's crazy here at this fish taco stand.
This is the weirdest taco stand I've ever been at, but I want some lemonade.
Wait a minute. Weirder than that taco stand from last week?
Whoa. This shack has no right angles in it. It's undetectable by radar.
Welcome to the Circlefish Shack.
It's
How
a
are
stealth
you?
shack. Oh, we're fine, thank you.
Boy, this is definitely the weirdest one we will ever go to.
You wouldn't be the first to say that. What could I get you gents today?
Well, just regular old non-weird tacos, I guess.
Yes.
Well, it depends on what normal is for you, and that's subjective.
All right, I
This
guess
is a relativist taco shack.
this is pretty strange.
This is by far going to be the strangest
Are
taco shack.
you
we'll
guys
ever go.
gonna order some tacos or what?
We still got a grizzled old taco man.
Prospector.
I'm hungry as hell. And I've been standing out here in the sun behind you guys, diddling your own Skittles.
So sorry, we didn't see you there. You were sort of blending into the background.
I thought your skin was part of that leatherette couch.
So, you do have stage 7 skin cancer. We haven't seen anything like this before. You've got to get out of the sun.
What do you mean? Look, John McCain been out in the sun his whole life, and he doing just fine. I wear some the SPF she gave me.
Okay, that's a singular. Look, so what I'm going to recommend is maybe do you have any family you can visit outside of town? Maybe somewhere a little less sunny,
Got
prone to
family
sun.
in Florida.
How about somewhere like Seattle or another gloomy place? Is Maine gloomy? I'm concerned for your health, and it would be negligent of me to let you go on like this. And I mean, we're going to have to.
I've been getting that a lot. You know, I'm an actor. They actually brought me an audition for Black Panther, and I had to tell them that I'm Scandinavian white.
Yeah, I see here you marked on your ethnicity you're white. Did they still let you audition?
Yeah, 'cause I'm so...
Okay, I mean, you did a surprisingly great job with the lines.
Wakanda forever.
Yeah, that's. I believe you when you say it. And I admire your dedication. That is quite an amazing lip plate.
Thank you so much.
I think we're going in a different direction.
Really?
Yeah.
You know, you guys let Robert Downey Jr. do it, and I'm naturally tan, and I went to Miss Tina's acting school.
You went to Miss Tina's.
I did.
Man, between that and the Robert Downey Jr. thing, she's really got me over a barrel. All right, sir.
Fish! Yes, fish! What's the problem? Yes! Fish! Say it with me. Look me in my eyes.
Fish.
Look, your back is to me. Look me in
Sorry.
my eyes.
I'm looking.
And say, you don't comment back, okay? So I'm going to try to take you to a place. So if you, no, stop doing
Sorry.
it. No. So I'm going, look.
Yes.
No.
Sorry.
No.
I'll do his lines if he can't do it.
You know, yes. Marshall, come here. Marshall, come here.
All right.
Mwah, mwah, mwah,
So European.
Seems inappropriate.
mwah.
Fish.
All right.
Fish.
Okay.
Fish.
Okay. Now, with the objective that your son is held captive by pirates.
Fish.
Okay.
Fish.
Okay.
Fish.
Okay.
Fish.
What else?
Fish.
Yes.
Fish.
Go there.
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 All right, so we're gonna eat the schnorkies.
Right.
It's not really sure where do you start?
Oh, just dig right in. Right through the paper.
Paper and all?
I mean, we don't have time to debate things like this.
You're right, Steve. Of
Just
course,
get
you're
the
right.
Snorkies in us.
All right.
Dip our feet in the water. That's why we came out to this body of water.
Hey,
See if we can sneak some of that lemonade.
hey, I saw you guys eating you about to eat your tacos.
I just took a bite of Schnorky for the first time, yes.
Oh, that's so nice. Look, I know I was so rude in trying to have my boyfriend assault y'all earlier, but
A little rude.
I just realized that I'm in a loveless relationship and y'all look so nice. I thought maybe I could sit next to you and eat my tacos.
Well, there's room on this bench. Just scoot over here.
Oh, thank you so much.
Just sit right there between us. Yeah. So what's your name?
Tracy.
Tracy, and how long have you and Tony been going out?
Tracy and Tony, we a thing that we like to refer to in third person. Tracy and Tony been together for so long, on and again and off again, in addition to being off and a lot of on sometimes.
Isn't that the way of romance?
Very sultry. Like, you think of us like Twilight, but like no vampires and way more fucking, and also breaking up.
Tracy!
Uh-oh.
Oh no, Tony!
Tracy!
Are you choking?
Yeah, Tracy, give me my inhaler.
I don't know, Tony. You treated me real bad, Tony.
Give me
I don't know.
Oh,
Get
you
this
should-
inhaler.
Somebody give me
Give him the
This
inhaler.
inhaler.
Give me my
You should
inhaler.
give it to him.
Give me
Resolve
my
that later.
inhaler. Give me my inhaler.
Listen, who do you live for?
Jesus, I live for Jesus Christ.
Who else?
God,
Me. Say me and I'll give it to you.
the Holy
They're
Spirit.
both handling this terribly.
Seems like the same answer
Tony,
3
you're
times in
turning
a row.
blue. Stop being stubborn. Who do you live for?
Oh, Mary Joseph.
Oh no, he's getting
Stop talking about Mary Joseph. She's a bitch.
Oh.
She stole my handle on Twitter. She's a bitch. Tony.
Mary has a Twitter. Mary,
You're gonna die over this, Tony.
Mary has a. Tracy.
Here, Tony. I don't want your blood on my hands. Oh my God. You embarrassing me. Not gonna say me before you die in front of these nice people.
so close.
That was really took much longer than it should have.
Yeah, it was-
Tony got good lungs. He ain't gonna die quick.
Give me a cigar.
What?
Here you go.
I need
Tony.
a cigar. Oh my God. You go on vacation, you almost fucking die on vacation.
I guess it just shows, when you meet someone with a particular kind of crazy that matches yours, like a phantom thread type situation.
You think this is a PTS?
Yeah, pretty much.
Hey, did you get? Hey,
I
did you got lemonade?
What? No.
What you think you Beyonce?
No,
you got lemonade?
This is old water.
Yes, it's yellowy from being stale.
Pour it out. Pour it out and pour in the fresh water.
This is gonna kill me. Pouring it out.
Pouring it out.
Get some water. See, I love water. It's so so bland.
Think I'm stupid? What I look like to you? Stupid?
No, you seem like a very smart water bouncer.
I'm more than that.
Oh, are you an actor?
I used to no, I'm not. No, I'm not. No. I had a whole career before this.
What is it?
I worked for some old white woman. She hated me.
What did you do?
Water bouncer. Get in my
That's not
office.
my name. Oh, what's up?
What did I tell you about using colloquialisms in the workplace?
I don't know her.
Mrs. Pauly, I'm very sorry. I was unable to get the Twitter handle that you wanted.
Oh my God.
Someone already has Jeggy Popo.
I'm hurling my stapler at you.
No.
Get the hell out of my office.
went in my eye.
Hey, are you good? That's not.
This is corporate America, okay? If you don't cry every night when you go home, I'm not doing my job right.
How you gonna confirm?
I have my ways. What do you think that binder I gave you with the huge eye was? It's a nanny cam. I told you to set it up in your bedroom. I've been watching you cry every night.
So, Ms. Polly, as you see, if the binder is positioned just right, you can see there that he is just sleeping. And he's not crying, though.
He looks like he's resting peacefully. This is upsetting.
Yes.
Look. I didn't start my illustrious career doing mostly light reality television shows
Understood.
to change the world, to have employees resting this easy. He's not working hard enough.
I understand, Ms. Polly. Are you going to do the usual then?
Yes.
And then what happened?
Oh, and then you see, I don't act, but I took a stand-up class, and I I got a couple laughs, and I do stand up at night. Not just a water bouncer. I'm not just a water bouncer. I'm much more than that. I'm a funny guy.
Of course you are. You're hilarious.
I protect the funny. Yeah.
What does that mean exactly?
You a funny bouncer? You bounce funny out the room? I don't understand.
You don't let bad jokes in.
Yeah. That's it. Yeah. That's it. And, look, I used to steal lemonade from Chipotle and places like that too, okay?
Well, we weren't doing that.
No, we just had the water.
What'd I look like? A big dummy to you?
You're right. We did have the lemonade. Steven, it's time to come clean.
Look, you could do it. Just slide me a few dollars to pay for my classes, my stand-up classes.
Well, that makes
They're really
sense.
great.
I mean, that makes more sense than paying $1 to get lemonade.
Yeah.
Let's give you money for your classes.
Yeah. And all my stand-up teacher, he's great. He really emphasizes fish. And we do.
Right. Tell me a joke about fish.
Okay.
Stop. You haven't done it.
I'm not losing you as well, Tim. My only son, Tina's already left.
Mother, it's what I need to do. I need to become a stand-up comedian.
Your father and I did not come here so you could be in the arts.
What if I became an artistic instructor and I taught comedians instead of becoming one?
God, I don't know where you got this posh accent as well.
I've been trying to lose my old accent.
What? You might as well lose your mum. What, just throw me in a ditch?
Oh no, Mum, don't say that.
All right, I'm gonna get in the ditch.
No, Mum, don't go in the ditch. Don't go in the ditch, Mum. Do you think that stand-up comedy guy is related to Tina, the acting teacher?
Aren't all British people
Oh, good point.
related?
They must be.
Aren't we all related through Adam and Eve?
Oh, here he goes.
Well, I serve Jesus Christ, God, and the Holy Spirit.
Amen. Me too.
Me
Oh
too.
my God, Tony, don't get into that. You
Wait.
do crimes. You do crimes all the time.
I have an office over on Fifth Avenue. I don't do crimes. If you have an office, you don't do crime.
An office for crime. You done so much crime, you gotta get an office and you gotta start organizing.
I should have brought Angela on this
Oh
trip.
my God, Angela didn't want to go with you because she knows that you have herpes, okay?
Don't you
It's
two
a cold
realize
sore.
you're crazy about each other?
Oh my God.
And you deserve each other. I mean that exactly how it sounds.
I don't know. Do you guys think?
It's not herpes. It's cold sores on my penis. It's not.
I told you,
fucking
you
her-
keep trying to put chapstick on it. It's not gonna work. It's not cold
The
sores.
doctor told me it's like cold sores. Everybody gets cold sores. It's like cold sores on my.
You know what,
Oh,
Mr.
my.
Water Bouncer? Mr. Water Bouncer, do you have cold sores on your genitalia?
No.
Oh my
But
God.
I could tell you a joke about fish. Why did the fish swim underwater?
Why?
Because it could.
Because, and you hit the D so hard.
Because it could.
Because it could. God is good.
Oh my God.
That's right.
Because
That's
it
right,
could.
my guy.
And
I want to
God
be with
is
you,
good.
Yes.
Mr. Water Bouncer. Are you single?
Are you, Mr. Water Bouncer?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm single.
Oh my God.
Not for long.
Dearly beloved, we are gathered here at this.
I really
fish
wanted to do
taco
this in
stand.
Burbank. I wanted to do this in Burbank.
It's so beautiful.
Do this
The
now
101
for
is
insurance, and then you can
jammed.
go have a beautiful affair in Burbank.
Oh my God.
Oh, okay, all right, bet.
We are gathered here in the site of this taco stand
Bet.
to join Tracy
Yes.
and Water Bouncer.
Water, first name Water.
Oh,
Last
okay.
name Bounce.
Oh, I thought it was Nawada.
Well, you've been saying that, bro, and I wasn't gonna correct you because you said it so confidently. So, fuck it. Yeah, whatever.
Well, Tracy and Water.
Yes.
Tracy, do you take Water to be your lawfully? Well, there's more.
To be your lawfully wedded husband?
Yes, I
To
do.
have and, oh boy. To have and to hold, in sickness and in health, for rich or for poor, for as long as you both shall live. Go.
Yes, I do. And may I just say one thing
This is unprecedented.
to the audience here?
Well, there's just three of us here.
I just want to say that if this does not work out, I promise to personally show up to each of your homes and apologize for my life not working out the way that it has should.
That's fair.
You know what? Come tell us at the community pool.
Oh,
You're all invited.
And it all happened in a place called Spontaneanation.
Grace! Where can people find you online should they wish to find you? What would you like to promote? It is Monday, April 16th.
I feel bad about saying this, but I did get at Chris Grace. So
Oh!
Wow.
I have it. So
stings.
who's
That
the
hurts.
bitch now? Me.
We're all a bunch of punks. We'd never say it to your face. If I met Esther Wilson, I'd be an angel.
And you have shows coming up that you'd like to tell people? Do you have
Magic to Do Thursdays at UCB, Baby One's Candy Fridays at UCB. Also, I'm directing Thrones, the musical parody, at the Orlando Fringe.
Oh, wow.
That's to be in May. So if you're in Orlando, please come see it.
That's a big show, gang. That's a big show. Congratulations. It's very exciting. Ego, what would you like to tell people about? We know where we can find you on Twitter.
Do they, though? Or was that all so convoluted? You can find me on Twitter, Eggy_boom. On Instagram, EggyBoom, no underscore. And I perform at UCB Mondays with my Herald team, Queen George. First Wednesday of every month with my mod team, The New Deal. And I do a little one-woman show called Great Black Women, and Then There's Me. Check the UCB website for dates. Thank you, Queen Laci.
There you go. Laci Mosley.
it's a good
Same
show,
things.
guys. I've been to that show. Go to the
Personal
show.
endorsement.
I've been to Baby One's Candy too. Yes.
Personal endorsement.
It's just going
And watch the Thunderbends.
Yes. You can find me on Instagram and Twitter under the handle Diva Laci. That's DIVALACI. I watch my Instagram stories. Maybe be a part of them, unwillingly or not.
You won't know because you haven't been tagged.
You won't. I perform at UCB on Mondays on a Herald team called Leroy, and I also perform on Mod Night with a team called Mama. And our next show will be April 18th. And guys, come out to the live. If you like live music like this wonderful show does, we do live band, live DJ, live comedians, and trap giveaways at a show I run called Trap Prov.
That is a fun
show.
show.
Which is midnight at UCB Franklin. The next one is April 28th.
Fantastic. Ladies and gentlemen, Eban Schletter. He's Eban Schletter on all the things. Go to ebanschletter.com. Check out Eban Schletter's non-spontaneanation work because Eban Schletter is only the best.
It's amazing.
How do you spell Eban Schletter? It's easy. It goes like this. EBANSCHLETTER. As for me, go to paulftompkins.com/live to see if I'm going to be anywhere near you. Also, PF Tompkins on Twitter, on Instagram. I like to sing about license plates. That's my number one thing in life. Thank you to Earwolf for hosting the podcast. Thank you to Engineer Ryan for engineering us all the way to the end of the show, which this is. Goodbye forever. Until next week, this is Paul F. Tompkins saying, Semper in Presenti.
This has been an Earwolf production. Executive producers Scott Ackerman, Chris Bannon, Colin Anderson, and Paul F. Tompkins. For more media and content, go to earwolf.com.